Good evening, everybody. This is Jagjot from Mindfulness Quest. And today I'm going to read a few words from the book I Am That, written by the great Advaita sage, Maharaj, Nisargadatta Maharaj. So the questioner asks, what is the purpose of meditation? And to that, Maharaj says, the primary purpose of meditation is to become conscious of and familiar with our inner life. The ultimate purpose is to reach the source of life and consciousness. Now, you see, we remain so absorbed in what is happening on the outside. Okay, we are always complaining about things that are happening externally, the wars, the hatred, discrimination. Now, I'm not saying that, these are not problems. These are problems. But if you try and understand where exactly are these problems arising from, these problems are arising from a world which is on the inside. So when we go within, when we meditate, it gives us an opportunity to go inside and see what is happening in the inner world. And it is then that you really get in touch with your true feelings, thoughts, and emotions. And a time comes when you touch another dimension, and that happens when the mind becomes silent. You touch a subtle dimension where you reach the source of life, the ultimate or the pure consciousness. And then Maharaj goes on to say that, now I'll not read the whole passage, I'm just going to read the crux of it. He says that the unconscious dissolves when brought into the conscious. The dissolution of the unconscious releases energy. The mind feels adequate and becomes quiet. Now the questioner asks, what is the use of a quiet mind? And Maharaj says, when the mind is quiet, we come to know ourselves as the pure witness. Now let me explain what Maharaj means by this. See, the basic thing is that we all want to get rid of our ailments. Whatever is troubling us on the inside, the deep rooted feelings, the anger, the anxiety, all of this resides deep into these subconscious and the deeper layers of the mind. Now, what happens is when you meditate, your conscious mind begins to quiet down. And when that happens, things from within the subconscious start arising into your conscious mind. And that is why I say that when you begin meditation and when this process is taking place, it is not a very pleasant feeling. In fact, it is quite troubling because a lot of things we have repressed and pushed into our shadow. What the Carl Jung said, called the shadow, the unseen part of our mind. And whatever resides in the shadow creates irritation and restlessness of some kind, a discomfort of some kind. Now, when this conscious surface of the mind is quiet, it allows for all of these, hidden elements from within the subconscious and the deeper layers of the mind to come up to the conscious surface. And that is where this energy is released from the system. And then the mind becomes peaceful. That is why Maharaj says that the unconscious energy, when released, the mind feels quiet. And when the mind is quiet, we know ourselves as the pure witness. Now, in the witness, it is that there is no individual that is witnessing the thoughts. What I mean by that is that witnessing is an impersonal thought. For example, when you're staring at the road and seeing cars go by, you don't discriminate, as in that that particular car was fast, that particular car was slow, or there's no thought, there's simply seeing, undistorted perception. And that is what Maharaj is talking about. When your perception becomes undistorted, the seeing is absolutely clear. There is no individual seeing anything. What is seen is just a phenomena, is just a happening. And then we don't label the events as good or bad, the feelings as good, bad, or neutral. We simply allow those feelings or those emotions to come up from the subconscious into the conscious, and we release all that trapped affliction from our system. And that is what meditation helps with. Now, this necessarily does not mean that you have to sit in a traditional yoga posture and, focus on the breath to do this. This can be done in any way. This can be done while walking. This can be done by simply doing nothing, just being present to this moment. So there is no hard and fast rule as to how to do this. What you simply witness, you bring it out of your system. And that is that is such a powerful thing. So this is what Maharaj says is the purpose of meditation. Now, if you want to know more about this process, and if you are someone who's new to meditation, you can check out my book. It is that meditation is not about emptying the mind. And I will provide the link in the description. And if you want, you can get the book on Amazon. So that's it today about meditation. I'll see you next time. Take care and bye.